Attention!
Audience, please rise. Those in our uniforms, please remove your hat and put your right hand over your heart.
Color guard, forward march.
Color guard, left face.
Color guard, cross the colors.
Color guard, post the flag of the United States of America.
Color guard, post the flag of the great state of Oregon.
Color guard, honor your colors.
Please join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Color guard, order arms.
Color guard, right face.
Audience, please be seated.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the third grade production of Heroes All. We ask that you be a very respectful audience and stay seated to the end of the musical production.
Without further ado, we now present to you Heroes All.
So many people have lived and dreamed to build this great land we call America. From our founding fathers to our modern leaders, from great inventors to great writers, from artists to athletes, we have always had heroes to pave our way.
These are my heroes. This is their song. Virtue and honor. Live proud and strong. They can run. They can fly. They can teach. They can try. They can show all they know. It's the heroes song.
So many people in our lives today help us pursue our own dreams. Moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas,
Teachers,
friends.
We can't do it alone. These are my heroes. This is their song. Virtue and honor. Live proud and strong. They can lead. They can heal. They can give. They can feel. They can show all they know. I think a hero is an ordinary individual who finds strength to persevere and endure in spite of overwhelming obstacles.
I think a hero is any person with intent on making this a better place for all people.
Only through overcoming obstacles and perseverance can you accomplish something worthwhile. We think little of what we win easily.
It's struggle that gives victory its preciousness.
The world is full of heroes, those living and those gone before us to pave the way.
Each and every one of them has somehow managed to accomplish some remarkable feat.
They have done it with courage, dignity, and honor.
What does it take to be a hero?
Will I have a chance someday?
Will I have a chance someday?
Thank you, American heroes, for showing us the way.
It's 1936, Olympic Games, place Berlin, Germany.
Under the condescending gaze of Adolf Hitler, a young African-American athlete placed his feet on the starting block for the 200-meter race. Hitler never thought this man could beat his German runners.
Every American had their doubts.
Over the course of the next few days, that young Olympian would not only win, but set the world record in the 200-meter race and the long jump.
He would tie the world record in the 100-meter dash and even win a fourth gold medal as part of the 400-meter relay team.
In doing so, he would not only shatter records, but begin to tear down the walls of hate and prejudice that infested our country and most of the world.
Through his heroic example, young people like me are shown new possibilities for our lives.
People like me were taught that no dream's too big. No goal is unattainable.
He was an American hero, and his name was
Jesse Owens.
Bly, what in the world has gotten into you? I was just telling you that I think I can make it around the world in less than 80 days. And if you were so pig-headed, you'd be encouraging me to do just that. Now hold on now, Nellie. When you want to try the article on tough conditions for working women, who was it that gave you support? You did, sir. And when you went undercover at that hospital and exposed the terrible conditions there, who let you do it? Even though it was very incoming of a woman. You did, sir, and it was the best article of its kind by a man or a woman. You said yourself. True, but now you want to travel around the world by who knows what means just to prove that a woman can do it? Exactly. Thank you for your understanding, boss, and thank you for your wonderful support. I leave immediately. Nellie, not so fast. You just hold on a minute, Nellie. You come back here, Nellie. I never said Nellie. Nellie Bly, what do you think you're doing? Nellie Bly, what's going on in your head? You'll say you'll go around the world in days and less than 80. You'll visit every continent and maybe go to Haiti. This really is ridiculous, and so I have to sigh. Whoa now, Nellie Bly. Oh, slow down, Nellie. Whoa now, Nellie. Slow down, Nellie Bly. Well, I could be most anything now if I get the chance. Yes, I could go to Timbuktu by way of Paris, France. A woman is a wondrous thing, and so I have to say. Here comes Nellie Bly. Oh, I am Nellie. Can't stop, Nellie. I am Nellie Bly. They say you're a woman, a simple woman. You should stay at home. Do some stitching around the kitchen. You must never roam. No, 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 no. She's a woman, a mighty woman, smart and strong and free. She can do it, jump right to it. This was meant to be. Oh, you really want to see the world and somehow make a change. Next thing you'll know, you'll want to go with me. Oh no, strange. This really is ridiculous, and so I have to sigh. Whoa now, Nellie Bly. Oh, slow down, Nellie. Whoa now, Nellie. Slow down, Nellie Bly. She's a woman, a mighty woman, smart and strong and free. She can do it, jump right to it. This was meant to be. In 1889, Nellie Bly traveled around the world in a record-breaking 72 days, 6 hours, and 11 minutes. She changed the world forever. She's a woman, a mighty woman, smart and strong and free. She can do it, jump right to it. This is Nellie, go now, Nellie. We love Nellie Bly. Albert Einstein.
Yes, Mother.
I hope you're not making a mess in there. I spent weeks cleaning up after the last experiment on the effects of the sun on rotten eggs.
Yes, Mother. Rats, I know I'm close on this formula for the theory of relativity. I just need some time to think.
Albert!
Think. I've got to think.
In the morning, think all through the night. You gotta think. In the evening, think till you get it right.
Let me see. M squared equals E. C. No, that's not it at all. I am never going to figure this thing out.
Aww. His name is Albert Einstein. He's a genius, so they say. He had to put his brain to work each and every day. Gotta think. In the morning, think all through the night. You gotta think. In the evening, think till you get it right.
Maybe if I try M equals E squared C. No. Oh, I know. E equals M-I-C-K-E-Y M-U.
So everybody has a brain unless you can rely. And this is how you learn to add, subtract, and multiply. You gotta think. In the morning, think all through the night. You gotta think. In the evening, think till you get it right.
Maybe if I try M equals E squared C. No. Oh, okay, this is it. I know it is. E equals MC squared. That's it. I've got it.
You've been a problem, and it makes your noggin hurt. Just take a tip from Einstein, or should I say Albert? Learn to do the tread down, and then do the T. Einstein found a theory of relativity. Gotta think. Gotta think.
Booker T. Washington.
Yes, Mother.
I told you to put down that book and go outside and do something else for a change.
Yes, Mother.
You're never going to make anything out of yourself with all that reading, writing, and arithmetic.
Oh, yes, I am.
All that book learning was meant for poor people like us.
Oh, yes, it was.
Oh, Booker, you're never going to amount to anything.
Oh, yes, I will. Oh, yes, I will.
He's a man of education, raised a bar across our nation. He became an inspiration for all. Put the age in higher learning, made us all
Helen Keller, born in 1880, was destined to become one of the most inspirational people the world has ever known.
When I was only 19 months old, I became sick and lost my ability to see and hear.
Helen Keller, American hero.
No one knew how to teach her.
Helen Keller, American hero.
Because she was deaf and blind does not mean she could communicate with the world.
And then Anne Sullivan, an amazing teacher, came into her life.
At the age of 10, she learned to speak less than a month. 10 years later, in 1904, she attended a Radcliffe College and graduated with honors.
Helen Keller once said, "To attain what is noble is difficult, but the very effort to gain it creates character."
Throughout her life, Helen Keller gave lectures all around the world to support the causes of blind and deaf people.
She taught everyone whom she came in contact that true vision is not only about seeing with your eyes.
True listening is not about only hearing through your ears.
True vision, true listening, true nobility comes from within.
Ladies and gentlemen, madams and monsieurs, Charles Lindbergh of the United States of America has just completed the impossible. He has flown solo non-stop from New York to Paris in only 33 and a half hours.
Charles Lindbergh, how does it feel to be the first ever to accomplish such a daring feat?
It feels great.
Sir, did you ever think you might not make it over the dark, cold Atlantic?
Some people call you the greatest flyer of all times. What do you think about that?
Twerk nothing, folks. Oh, and by the way, it feels great.
Charles Lindbergh, now that you've completed this historic flight before anyone else, can you tell us what it takes to be a real hero?
Folks, the potential of being a hero is inside each and every one of us. All you have to do is have the courage to dream and the willingness to seize the opportunity when it presents itself.
Mr. Lindbergh, you mean I could be a great hero like you someday?
Look to the skies, young lady. There's a hero in you just waiting to fly free.
Wow!
So how does it feel, kid? How does it feel to dream of being a hero?
It feels great!
Open up your mind and see all the possibilities. Don't be timid, don't be shy. Spread your wings to the sky. Look at me, I'm flying higher than a bird on silver wings. Wait and see, there's no denying flying was meant for me. It can happen if you dare. Ride the breezes anywhere. Don't look back now, got to try. Take your wings to the sky. Spread your wings and don't stop trying. Be the best that you can be. Wait and see. There's no denying flying was meant for you. Look at me soar through time. Reach out for the stars. Look at me, I'm flying higher than a bird on silver wings. Wait and see, there's no denying flying was meant for you and me.
Jesse Owens, Nellie Bly, Albert Einstein, Booker T. Washington, Helen Keller, Charles Lindbergh, all American heroes, and so many more.
Liberty, when it begins to take root, is a plant of rapid growth. I was the first president of the United States of America, George Washington.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. Among those are life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. Thomas Jefferson.
I fought to end slavery. Abraham Lincoln, 16th president.
Even at our worst, we can still achieve our best. I am FDR, Franklin D. Roosevelt.
In April 1959, Mercury capsule Friendship 7 sent me on a mission to orbit the Earth. John Glenn.
My team and I were the first to land the moon July 20th, 1969. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Neil Armstrong.
Sally Ride. I was a mission specialist and first woman to travel to space.
Ancha. I was the first Hispanic female astronaut. Astronauts.
Education is the golden key to unlock the golden door for freedom. George Washington Carver.
Bethany Hamilton. I've helped more people with one arm than I ever could have with two.
Civil rights leader Thurgood Marshall.
I showed that during a violent time, the best way to change the country is through peace and love. Martin Luther King Jr.
They say I wasn't good enough as a freshman in high school, but it didn't stop me from playing basketball. I'm known as Air Jordan, Michael Jordan.
I was the first woman to become the United States Secretary of State, Madeleine Albright.
Sandra Day O'Connor. I was the first woman on Supreme Court.
Jackie Robinson. I broke the baseball color line and was the first black man in the major leagues since the 1880s.
Henry Ford, creator of Ford Motor Company.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Stevie Wonder.
Hero, part of speech. Noun, definition, a brave or good person. Noah Webster opened the pages of language for the whole world to share.
The trio started to spin. It spun faster and faster. Then everything was still. Absolutely still. Reading can take you on the greatest adventures. Mary Pope Osborne.
Will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed, Dr. Seuss.
I'm a doctor of get rid of the poliovirus that harm many. Jonas Salk.
MICKEYMOUC, Mickey Mouse. Welcome to the wonderful world of Disney. Walt Disney.
I was born with a club, but still became the youngest American woman to win a World Cup championship, Mia Hamm.
I got a theory that if you give 100% all the time, somehow things will work out in the end. Larry Bird.
I was the 1984 all-around gold medals in gymnastics, Millie Retton.
My name's Anna Drives. I'm the mayor on Mother's Day.
His talent took jazz from the streets to Broadway and beyond. Louis Armstrong.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. There's no business like show business. God bless America, land that I love. I'm Irving Berlin, one of the greatest songwriters in American history.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to introduce Aubrey and Brianna.
A scratch on my arm, a bruise on my knee, you are always there to comfort me. A question unanswered, things I don't know, you watch and you teach me as I grow. A push on my bike, a hand to hold on to, you are always there for me to run to. You are so many things wrapped in one package, my family, my friends, my hero.
What does it take to be a hero?
We'll have a chance someday.
I want to be a hero.
We all have the chance to be a hero.
American heroes.
Thank you all for coming. We hope you enjoyed the show and learning more about our great country.
Please read your program and pay special attention to all of those involved that helped make this production a success.
A special thanks to Hermiston Education Foundation, Community Heroes, Hermiston School District, Armand Library Middle School support staff, Mrs. Ronneberg, our third grade teachers, Mr. Malloy, Mrs. Morgan, Mrs. Doherty, volunteer support, our sound tech, Dave, and lighting tech, Steve.